Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and I have two videos I could do today. I can finish uploading for Blood of Zeus, and I can finish uploading for Dr. Stone. Yay! I can finish two shows. Anyway, this is going to be my review for Blood of Zeus, episodes 7 and 8. And, yeah, last episode, Heron went to go and save Alexia and the others. And apparently, when they went into that little graveyard area, they were told to not look back, because if they did, they most likely would die and never get out of there. Sadly, obviously, some of them did. Thankfully, the main ones, Alexia and the two other prisoners, did not. And they managed to make it across and head into the cave area where they were supposed to go. Sadly, despite the map being destroyed, the enemy knew where they were going and already had an ambush set up for them. Thankfully, they managed to get out. However, I don't remember which episode it was, but it feels like a lot happens in these two episodes, so I don't know which episode is what, but the big bad guy went and grabbed the what was it called? The cauldron or something that had all the giant souls in it that they had sealed away. And during all this, sorry. Anyway, Heron and the others headed back to Olympus on the Griffin because, they needed to let Zeus know what was going on. Hera shows up disguised as Hermes and slashes him. Essentially, I thought she had killed him with a weapon. And, like I said, I thought she had killed him. Which didn't make any sense to me at the time when I was watching it, because I didn't think the gods could die. At the very least, by old age, I imagine they could be killed. Maybe. Apparently, Ambrosia is supposed to make a god live forever, but I don't know. I don't know what constitutes as them getting killed, or what could cause them getting killed and what can't. I don't know if maybe they could die from battle wounds and stuff, but they can't die from old age. I don't know. Anyway, thankfully he's able to use his lightning abilities to cauterize and patch up, to cauterize the wound so he could, heal it, heal it later. And essentially Hera has declared war on them because of this. Because now she has the cauldron. And she's stupidly, knowing full well what these giants can do, since she and the others have faced them in the past, this begs the question: were the two giants that sided with them before, were they killed in the last war? Because when she releases all the giant souls, they come up and all fight against Zeus and the others. So I'm assuming that the ones that sided with them in the original war had been killed in the last fight that they had with the giants. So now Zeus and the others have no extra allies like that they can call upon. All they have is Heron and the others to help them fight. Thankfully, who sides with them? I'm assuming Apollo, Artemis, Poseidon sides with them, Hephaestus sides with them. Who else sides with them? Hades does not. He is neutral in this whole thing. Could somebody let me know which of the gods sides with Hera and them, and which of them sides with Zeus and them? Because I know a few of them side with Zeus and them, obviously, because there's no way they're fighting by themselves. Anyway, Zeus sends Hera and the others on separate missions. I think Alexia and the others end up having to go try and find the cauldron, and I think Heron goes to try and, distract the other guy, the big bad guy, while Zeus and the others go to take out the giants. Obviously, they have a hard time of it. But Hera ends up obviously getting betrayed Oh, I actually forgot to mention this, but, somehow they work in the backstory for Heron's brother, what happened to him after, Zeus left with Heron and his mother when they were babies. His uncle tossed him in the water, and his mother, the one he thinks of as his mother, the servant, thankfully fished him out and he was still alive. And raised him out in the forest, far away from the area, because she wants to protect him, obviously, and he is still essentially a threat to his uncle and his cousins. I don't remember how many cousins he has, but 15? I can't remember if it was 15 or 5 or something like that. Something to that effect, a large amount. However, they get tracked down, and I can't remember if it was Hera or Zeus that helped him out when he was a baby with the bear and all that, but his mother is killed with her throat slit, and he goes after the ones responsible when he gets older. This ends up turning him into a criminal that's hunted by, the guards and everything. And he ends up finding the body of a giant and eating it to get strong enough to defeat his enemies, and he takes out all the enemies that come after him, and so he ends up at this point. I think it was in this episode? I don't remember anymore. Just so much happens in these 2 episodes that it's hard for me. It was like, how in the world were these 25-minute episodes with all this happening? Anyway, like I said, Hera gets betrayed by him and the giants. Obviously, I mean, the giants were a given. They were their enemies from the very start, and I highly doubt they would have forgotten their fights with them in the past. So I highly doubt they would have worked for them. The only reason they worked for them at first is because they had released them from the cauldron. Yeah, even despite the fact that they are on opposing sides at this point, Zeus sees all this going on and goes to defend Hera. And he ends up, as far as I know, sacrificing his life in the process to try to stop the giants from, killing her and all the others in the area. Hera loses a hand, and as far as I know, we don't see a killing blow on her, so I'm assuming that she had somehow gotten away. I don't know. There's a few other things that could possibly be a season 2. Like what's going to happen now, once, at the end of the series. Or rather, what's going to happen next, I should say. Anyway, Heron finally gains the true strength that Zeus had been talking about, and is somehow able to use his own father's, lightning abilities and control the cauldron to call back all the souls of the giants that had been released. So the enemy ends up being sealed away again, and he actually ends up killing his brother in the process after taking a spear to the chest. Instead of pulling it out, he shoves it in so we get his brother too, because the guy is right behind him. So he ends up killing his brother in the process, and I don't know if he ends up mortally wounding himself. I don't think he does. No, he ends up hurt, obviously injuring himself. I don't know how bad it was, but he survives it. And now, everything is back to normal. Except we now lost Zeus and possibly Hera? I'm not exactly sure. But the episode ends with the bad guy, Heron's brother, waking up in Hades, in Tartarus, essentially. I think that's what it was called. Dang it. He ends up waking in the underworld. And we see what Hades looks like, and I'd say Zeus and Poseidon got the looks, to be completely honest. I mean, he's not ugly, it's just not as attractive. I mean, what do you guys think? But yeah, we're left with a few plot points that could possibly lead to a season 2. Possibly. But yeah, my fiance didn't like how they ended episode 8, or how it went down, essentially. I don't know what exactly he didn't like. I didn't think to ask him. But he just doesn't like how they ended Blood of Zeus. Whoop. Oh, shoot. I just realized My Hero Academia. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Anyway, I'll get this ended and I'll start on My Hero Academia episode. I'll see you guys next time.